Today's episode is all going to be about low ticket funnels and how you can actually use them to supercharge your sales and rapidly scale your high ticket offers on the back end. And I was inspired to record this episode because I was recently speaking with different business owners, right, in coaching calls. And one question that keeps on coming in different phrase, in different way was, okay, what's the best way to get the cheapest cost per acquisition when getting a new client on board, while also maximizing the average order value in a way that allows me to scale my ad as profitably as possible on the long run, right? So if you are selling a mini course, an ebook, or even a membership, you have a membership, that anything that you're selling for less than $150, and you are wondering, how do I get clients for in that offer in a way that allows me to upsell them into higher tier programs on the back end, this episode is perfect for you, right? And I'm going to break it down into 4 key sections. We're going to start talking about the basics of what a low ticket funnel is, what's the marketing psychology designed to actually make it work for your business specifically, tell them how to create ads that are aligned with your market sophistication and the level of awareness to really capture their attention and convert those strangers into buyers on the back end, and what to do if they don't buy when they see your offer for the first time. If it's the first time you come across my content, I am Joly Tematio. I run dragonconsulting.co, and we are one of the top advertising agency for info product business owner, and we help them scale in income and impact by leveraging social media ads, primarily Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube ads. And for the longest time, I was very reluctant to actually leverage low ticket funnel to grow our client revenue. And the reason being is, over the past few years, the cost to advertise kept on rising, and also it just made sense. And also looking at our past client, the one that had the best success stories that were able to scale to multiple $60 per month, where they weren't having a high ticket offer that we actually pushing with ads. But things have changed since the past 12 to 18 months. We live in a trust recession where people, no matter in which niche you operate, the trust is at all-time low. People are way more discerning when it comes to investing in coaching programs, in information products, and so you want to lead with your best foot. And so the challenge for us and for our client has become, okay, how do I keep my margin high, and how do I keep on a healthy volume of sales, while also navigating the changes in the economy and the economic recession that we are all going through. That's really where having low ticket offer comes into play, because it really allows you to over deliver on the front end, have your getting client through the door at a lower cost, and then ultimately upselling them on the back end, so which leads to an increase in average order value. But how do you make it work? First thing first is actually, what's a low ticket funnel, right? So the best way to actually describe it is actually by having you picture when you go to a McDonald's, for instance, right? They ask you, after you order your burger, they will say, okay, do you want fries with that, right? And they will say, should we make it a meal, right? Which means adding a drink to your order. And they will say, do you want it in a super size, right, format? All of those things actually upset that McDonald's adding onto the first initial low ticket offer, which was just the burger. And that really allows the company to add an extra 20 to 40% in terms of revenue on the back end, just by adding those upsells. And that's, in 2019, McDonald's had a 21 billion revenue in sales. So just to let you know how much money came from those upsells, right? And the same thing when you go to Amazon, for instance, and you want to order something, you're gonna see that little frequently bought together button that shows up where you say, okay, maybe you are buying a book on mindset, then they're going to show you another book on maybe performance or what have you, right? Where you want to get you to buy those two together. That again is a way from Amazon to add upsell on their funnel to get you to increase your average order value. And again, adding that marketing strategy has allowed Amazon to add an extra 30% revenue on their to the business. So just to tell you how powerful those things can be when done properly. And so you might be wondering, okay, why does it matter for me? I sell an info product. I have a coaching business. How can I actually implement that to increase my sale? Well, I'm getting there, right? What you want to think about the low ticket funnel, the way in which you want to think about the low ticket funnel is actually allows you to sell and to get client at a low cost on the front end, and actually build trust rapidly with that initial client in order to upsell them into your higher price points on the back end. One thing which I would like to say right here, low ticket funnel are going to work best for you if you have a high ticket offer on the back end. If you only have one low ticket offer, this is not really going to work the best for you. Ideally, to make this work and convert and get the best ROI possible for you, you need to have a high ticket offer on the back end, or multiple low ticket offer that you can upsell your customer throughout the process, right? So that's the first first thing. Now that you have the basics covered, now let's dive into what the marketing psychology, because that's ultimately what's going to drive the sales for this offer of yours. And there are 4 key elements that you want your funnel to have if you really want it to convert consistently at a higher rate. The first one is desire, the second one is identity, the third one is credibility, and the fourth one is belief. Now let's start with desire. You really want to ask yourself, what does my market deeply desire? What's the mass market desire? What do they actually crave? What keep them awake at night? What would their dream reality looks like? And how can I create a program that's a bridge from wherever they are to wherever they want to be? That's going to require not a lot of investment for me on the front end, because it's again a low ticket offer, but that's going to provide amazing value and transformation to my clients, whether they are in awe and they are wondering, if I got this for this price, what else can I have on the back end? That's really what you want them to think, right? That's extremely important. What I see so many business owners make, they have a crappy low ticket offer and they wonder why no one upsells on the back end, because they were actually jaded. They were actually disappointed by what you sold them on the front end. That's why they didn't upsell on the back end. So make sure that you are over delivering with your low ticket offers if you want to have those people converting into high ticket buyers on the back end. And when it comes to coming up with the offer itself, you want to ask yourself, not what do I think my target audience wants, but why do my target audience think they need right now? Because it's all about them. You really want to sell them what they want and give them what they need. And so if your marketing, if your messaging is all about what they need, not about what they want, you're also not going to make any sales. So you want to make sure that there's a congruency between your messaging, your level, target market audience awareness, and also what you're going to deliver on the back end. And I'm going to come back to it in a minute, right? That's the first thing about desire. The second thing that you want to have in your funnel to make it convert is actually identity. Because truth be told, people don't buy things, offers, product. They buy into who they are becoming by purchasing that offer, right? We don't buy extension, we buy confidence. We don't buy a car, we buy a status symbol. We don't buy a phone, we buy, speed, and we buy, again, a status symbol. So what are you selling through your offer, right? What identity do you want your customer to embody by going through your offer, by experiencing your product? That's really what you want to emphasize, because that's really where the emotion comes in, and they're willing to spend a bit more or to buy faster if you're not selling them on getting the thing, but you're selling them on how the thing is going to make their life a whole lot better. And that's really about identity, which is really key. And so think about, how can I create a funnel that reinforces the identity that I want my clients to embody after they've gone through my program. The next key element that you need to have in mind when you want to actually drive more sales with your low ticket funnel is actually credibility. And here you really want to ask yourself, what makes me uniquely qualified to help my prospect or my client go from wherever they are to wherever they want to be? Because the truth of the matter is, people are going to buy from you if they feel like you actually embody those transformation yourself, and you've worked through the path. You're not just talking the talk, but you've actually done the work to achieve the result that you are promising on your marketing. And typically when I speak with business owner and they come to me and they're like, okay, we've been doing this marketing thing, we've been posting consistently, we've been running ads, and for some reason people are watching our content, they're engaging, but we don't get any sales on the back end, and we see our prospect go and buy from our competitor. When we typically do a deep dive and an audit of the marketing strategy and the messaging, we find that one key thing that's missing more often than not is actually them being able to tie their story to whatever they are offering, because they think, okay, they think that I'm selling this offer and I'm here and I can sell the offer without talking about me, without talking about myself. But that's not the case. If you are selling an info product, you are part of the packaging, and you have to be able to display your story and what makes you that hero of the journey that they want to follow, right? What makes you that leader? That's very important. The fourth component in terms of driving more sales is actually your belief. Fourth thing that's required to drive more sales with your low ticket funnel is actually belief. Belief is actually where you overcome skepticism and you actually build trust in you and what you have to sell. Your prospect needs to believe that even though they failed in the past, working with you and following your unique framework is going to allow them to actually experience results. Until that belief is ingrained in their brain, no sales is going to be made, because ultimately selling is just a transfer of trust and of belief. So really think about, how in my messaging am I building desire? How am I emphasizing that identity that they're going to change? How am I showcasing my credibility? And how am I instilling that belief? And also breaking the limiting belief that they might have and also breaking limiting beliefs that they might have that might keep them stuck where they are or where they've been in the past couple of years. That's key. Now that we've understood the psychology behind your low ticket funnel, let's go about building it. You really want to think about it as your core offer. You really want to think about this as your core offer being the thing that actually give them the immediate result and solve whatever immediate pain point they might have or get them closer to the desired result, right? Now your upsell is really going to enhance their identity and get them closer to becoming that person that they've bought into when they purchased the core offer initially. And your final offer is really there to solve problems that are going to arise as a result of them solving those initial problems that they had initially. So an example of this might look like if you are selling, for instance, if you're a fitness coach and you are helping people lose weight, you might have your core offer might be, your core and low ticket offer might be a 7-day fat burn challenge that really give them a quick wins, help them, lose some weight here and there. And so if you are, for instance, a fitness coach, right, your core offer might be a 7-day fat burn challenge that you sell for $37, right? And this really addresses the immediate desire of losing weight and starting to get fit. Might be something that you are selling for $197, which is a fit foodie meal plan that allow them to not only lose weight with the training but also have better eating habits, which is really designed to reinforce the identity of someone that's fit and healthy, right? And your upsell might be like a 6-month or a 3-month coaching program that you might sell for $19.97 or for $29.97, where you actually have maybe a workout session with you, group coaching session, which is a bit more of a personalized plan that you walk them through over a long period of time, right? And we're working recently with a business coach that was looking to scale her offering and introducing a low ticket offer as a way to get clients through the door and actually upsell them into a higher tier offer. And what we did for her, because she was helping her client with her social media strategy and being consistent when it comes to posting, we had a low ticket offer that we sold for $97, which was actually all about creating a winning social media strategy where we gave them templates and workbooks and social media prompt that they could use to actually get unstuck when it comes to creating content. The upsell to that low ticket offer that we initially had, and so we sold that offer for $97. Another real world example that we've had working with a client recently was we were working with a social media coach that was helping her client get publishing consistent content on social media, and she was stuck on to how to actually include a low ticket offer that will help her sell more of her high ticket offer program on the back end. And what we did for her, we came up with a low ticket offer of $97, which was designed to helping her client come up with a winning marketing strategy. So we had templates, a workbook, we had social media prompt that was really designed to help them get unstuck using AI. That was the initial offer. Now the upsell to that offer was a master course that she had about all about how to create content, the psychology of your target audience, how to create content that's actually going to hit the nail, how to build a list, how to get people from social media into your email list and all the stuff, right? And that was sold for $497. And beyond that offer, she had her high tier program that was like $1997, which was really a 3-month coaching program designed to work one-on-one with them. And beyond that, she had a 3-month group coaching program where she will be able to show up and coach twice a month on a Zoom call, also be able to give them direct feedback on their social media because they had already understood the basic, and that coaching was really designed to help them get to the next level. So really think about your funnel as, okay, how do I get someone from wherever they are and slowly ascend them to my high ticket offer? We've also had clients go from having a $27 product, which was a low ticket offer, maybe a membership or a program or a mini course, and upsell those people to a higher tier offer like a retreat or a mastermind. It really depends on how much value you are giving onto that low ticket offer. You don't always have to go step by step and ascend in a gradual way. You can actually go from a low ticket offer to actually selling a higher ticket offer on the back end. Now let's talk about ads, right? Because the best funnel in the world will not work and drive sales if no one actually sees it. And when it comes to creating your ads to get people to purchase, you want to think through the lens of your customer level. You want to think through the lens of your target audience level of awareness and your market sophistication, right? And I typically like to break it down into 4 key steps, which is, are they problem aware? In that case, you want to really lead by highlighting and calling out the pain points that your offer helps them solve. The solution aware, in that case, you really want to highlight how your offer solves their current challenges in a way that's different and that's unique compared to the alternative. What makes it better than what's already in the marketplace? Are there Are they product aware? If they are product aware, you actually want to do even a deeper dive into what makes your offer unique. What's your story? Why should they trust you via someone else selling the same thing as you, right? And then if they're actually fully aware, so they know you, they know that what you have to offer, they know the price point, they know the alternative, and they know the alternative, you really want to highlight handle objections, answer frequently asked questions, overcome skepticism with your content to really get them to purchase ultimately. And I've made a video where I actually did a breakdown of these different concepts and, level of awareness, market sophistication, and I highly invite you to actually watch it if you even want to see how to actually go about implementing this in your coaching program to sell more of your offer. And now when it comes to how you write the copy, depending on that level of awareness, if we were to go back to the fitness coach example that I mentioned earlier, right? The problem aware ad copy might sound something like, are you frustrated and tired with stubborn fat that won't budge? You're not alone, right? Millions of people experience, weight loss and they have no clue how to make it go away. But what if I told you that in just 7 days, you will actually start seeing results, right? That's what I will probably lead. That would be the leading for that copy specifically. If I were to focus on the solution aware, here's why most diets fail, and you've tried different diets but nothing has really worked for you so far. But here's how what we do is different. Our 7-day fat burn challenge use a very unique metabolic approach to help you burn fat without you having to cut on any carbs and spend hours on the treadmill. So you see how I'm actually emphasizing what makes our offer unique. Now let's say that I'm writing the same ad but for a product aware audience, right? It might sound something like the 7-day fat burn challenge, right? Not your average fitness program. What makes our challenge unique? You get, custom meal plan that are sent into your inbox every single morning. 15-minute high intensity workout customized based on your body weight and your goals. Daily motivation and support via our community. You see how I'm really emphasizing what are the benefits of what we're actually selling, right? That's really what you want to do when you are think about the product aware ads. And finally, if I'm thinking about, okay, I'm a fully aware audience, how will I sell this challenge to them, right? It might sound something like, here's your last chance. It might sound something like, here's your last chance to enroll onto our 7-day challenge our 7-day fat burn challenge that's starting on Monday. You've seen our offer, but you haven't yet pulled the trigger. And here's where you need to move forward right now. If you are too busy, this is only going to take you 7 minutes a day, so you don't need to spend hours working out. If you are worried about the cost, come on, it's just $27. You can actually, it's less than a takeaway meal per week. If you think that you won't stick to it, we will have a community, we have coaches that are going to be there and keep you accountable and all the stuff. You see how with this ad specifically, I'm actually handling the objections and putting really incentivizing them to pull the trigger and become clients. And that's really how you want to think through your ad strategy and create ads that resonate with your target audience based on wherever they are in their buying cycle. And I know you might be wondering what's going to happen if they don't buy right away, right? I've run ads, I've done all of the things, but people land on my page and they don't buy. What should I do? That's really where retargeting comes into place, right? I love retargeting because it's one of the fastest way to leverage all of your effort that you've done previously. You've built the funnel, you've came up with the offer, you've launched the ads, but they've converted to a certain extent, but you actually want to supercharge your growth. And targeting is really where you handle objection and you drive people even closer to your offer and to becoming a client of yours. And this is really where you want to leverage testimonial success stories, showing them behind the scenes of how your product actually looks like, what's included in your program, how does the inside of your course actually looks like, because you always want to remember that because you want to remember that we live in a trust recession. People are very mindful of how they invest their money or how they invest their time. So you want to make sure that you are building trust in you as a service provider, as an online expert, but also in your offer and the belief in their abilities to achieve the transformation that you are promising on your marketing. That's extremely important. And that's why having those things have allowed us to drive amazing results for our clients consistently when it comes to retargeting. Remember that it's not really about pursuing your target audience, and if you are selling an offer that genuinely can help them go from wherever they are to that dream state that they're craving, it's your very important responsibility to actually show up over and over again until you convert those prospects into client on the back end. So there you have it. That's really how you go about creating a low ticket funnel that's designed to convert your prospect or your client into a high paying client for your higher end coaching offer on the back end. So really want to start with the psychology and understanding, should I emphasize desire, identity, credibility, or belief, structure your funnel to really guide your customer naturally through the buying journey and from from low ticket buyer to high ticket buyer. Craft ads that are designed to match the level of awareness and that are in line with your market sophistication. And finally, leverage your targeting to supercharge your growth and get those low hanging fruits in terms of sale, trickling down in your Stripe account, right? Those, so that you have it. Now, what I want you to do, I want to challenge you to take one of these ideas and go about implementing it. It might be actually building your low ticket funnel, right? It might be, thinking about your ads and how can you craft the ads that are in line with what we just discussed, or even launching your targeting campaign, whatever the case may be. I want you to take action so that you can actually see the result out from what I've shared in this training, right? And also, if you're looking for someone that's going to come in as a consultant or more of a hands-on support in your business to help you scale to the next level, feel free to reach out. What we do is we help our clients scale all day and every day. We don't just help them with their ads, we look at the entire customer journey and we make sure that we are building conversion element in place. We are building marketing assets in place that are really designed to get them those results consistent in terms of higher quality prospects, more sales score of qualified sales score and more sales on the back end of their offer. So if that's something that you're looking to achieve, make sure to reach out. There's going to be a link somewhere at the bottom of this video. I would love to support your business and help you get to a higher level of growth. If you got value from this video, hey, make sure to like it. It really helps. Share it with someone that it might help. Leave us a review. Leave me in the comment what's your biggest takeaway and what do you want to watch in the channel. I am always looking to hear back from you so I can actually create content that's aligned with what you need the most in the season of your business. I will see you on the next one. Until then, keep growing, keep scaling, and most importantly, never stop learning. Take care. Bye-bye.